Go. Hi guys. This feels a little weird for us because we're
Guys,
finally
it's a
doing
special
another one. We're doing
it's a
another one.
special day for us.
We're doing
Today
another one.
marks today marks the 1 year anniversary of our last Super Bowl prediction. But actually not.
A
It's
little bit
just
more. A
the day
week.
before. A week after the year,
Yeah.
but like yeah,
Seriously.
day
Yeah.
wise maybe not so
Yeah.
much. It's
But
the day before the Super Bowl, and that's
yeah.
what counts.
Yeah. We're hitting it actually early for once. Round of
It's
applause to
crazy.
us. Round of applause for us.
Yeah, yeah. I
Oh my gosh. We're doing
So
well.
obviously, I think we know our Super Bowl winner is going to be the Dolphins.
No,
That's my
no,
prediction.
no. It's
I
gonna
mean, the
be
Patriots.
no. You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be Tom Brady coming back and winning the Super Bowl.
Wait a minute. That's not Matthew Stafford. It's.
It's Tom Brady. Wait, it's the
He's
Tampa
signed a
Bay
one-day
Rams.
contract.
It's
Like, oh my gosh.
it's the Tampa Bay Grams. Los.
Okay, I like the Gronkineers better, but
Okay,
yeah.
so we're getting into it here.
Okay,
We
I
got
just
two
wanna know-
teams. I think
yeah.
one team we expected to be in here when they started making all the moves is Rams. We kind of had an idea they were making a run for it this
I
year.
just would like to say
But-
that if we go back to our pre predictions for the Super Bowl, I did say the Bengals versus the Packers.
Yeah.
So I want credit for at least my one half.
Yeah,
I did have the Rams. I had the Rams going to the NFC Championship game.
Yes, you did.
And I think that's the closest we've gotten. So
I mean, to be honest, we all know it's scripted. We all know. No, I'm kidding.
that was a close one. Tom Brady almost had a comeback and we almost got caught. Oh my god.
Well, next year's gonna be year to year, Tom.
Yeah.
See,
He's gonna come back from
here's my thing
retirement
with Tom Brady.
again.
See, he says he's retiring, but we have
He-
to wait a year because he could be like Gronkowski, wait a year and then come back.
The thing was, this
If
was the
Gronk moves teams.
this is what people were saying now. They were like, oh, this is what's happening, like Jimmy G's gonna get traded to Tampa
Mhm.
for Tom Brady's rights.
Mhm.
And then Tom Brady's just gonna randomly come out of retirement and
For the
play
49ers.
49ers. Yeah.
You
'Cause
know,
that's
I
his
wouldn't mind
hometown
that
team.
because if 49ers won a Super Bowl, wouldn't be mad. Wouldn't be mad.
They would be tied with the Patriots and Steelers though.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, at least they're not the Cowboys.
Yeah. Well, we all know where the next Super Bowl is going to be. AT&T Stadium with the Dallas
They want a
Cowboys.
neutral site. We want a neutral site.
Yeah, we want a neutral site
But we're gonna
where
do
for the
Cowboys
next
Stadium, so,
for the
no
next
Super Bowls.
tons of Super Bowls. So I think for the
Mhm.
next 10 years, we'll have all the Super Bowls
10?
be at
You mean 30?
Cowboys. Oh. No, we're kidding. We're kidding.
But really, we're not. It's
Yeah, no, we're not. See,
watch
they
the Cowboys come out and win the Super Bowl next year. Now,
yeah.
I'm
Well, I
sorry,
don't
I'm
think
sorry.
that's gonna happen. They're gonna mess it up somehow. Like
Yeah,
there will be a point even in the Super Bowl. If they make it to the Super Bowl, there will be a point where they mess up. Like usual.
probably.
But
But here, this is what I want to know.
Mhm.
Bengals, Rams. What are your keys to victory for each
keys
team?
for
And then
victory
maybe
for
I'll
each
go.
team. Okay, so keys to victory. Rams focus on shutting Jamar Chase down. Just double team him the whole game. I don't care about any of the other guys. Make sure just to keep them, just watch the other guys slightly, but make sure your main focus is Jamar Chase because Joe Burrow, that's his main target. So you're going to watch him most of the game. Shut him down.
Okay.
Once you shut him down, allow Von Miller and Aaron Donald to do their thing. Let them get to Joe
Mhm.
Burrow because we all know what's going to happen. If it's like the Tennessee Titans game, it'll be different because the Rams actually has some offense, but there will be a lot of sacks. I believe that. I believe
Yeah.
there will be a lot of sacks, but put pressure on Burrow like that. Like shut down his throw game to Jamar Chase. Now, there might be a little cut routes underneath, but just keep it to like 3-yard gains every single time. Like try to keep it
We're
small.
talking like first half versus the Chiefs.
First half, yeah, pretty much. Just do what first half Chiefs did the whole entire game.
The
But then for
entire
offense,
game.
my keys to the game is first, let Stafford get time in the pocket. Stafford get time.
Okay.
Open up either OBJ or Cooper Kupp. Have Cooper Kupp either go deep, OBJ go deep, and
Kupp.
have one of them go underneath so that you either have a long option or a short option, and just get a couple yards each time. Just try to keep collecting that yardage. And that's my key to the game. For Cincinnati, I would say put pressure on Stafford. Now that's going to be tough because Stafford's used to that pressure in Detroit. So you're going to have to get to Stafford as quickly as possible. So you're going to have to break in, rush him like you have to break it right at the snap. The snap comes in, you got to go for Stafford right away. You got to get in there. And then I would say you're going to have to watch Cooper Kupp down long. That's going to be an option, but you gotta watch both OBJ and Cooper Kupp. That's going to be a tough call for the defense, but if you can at least shadow to kind of stay on both of them, keep them both to minimal yardage, you should be fine.
Okay.
So, and then for the offensive Bengals, open up Ja'Marr Chase. You're gonna have to open up Ja'Marr Chase.
Key to victory: Rams stop Ja'Marr Chase. Bengals use Ja'Marr Chase. So.
Or
have win.
Or have what's his name? I can't remember the other. Dang it, 85 on Bengals. What's his name now? Have him run
T. Higgins?
Yeah, T. Higgins. Boyd? I think it's T. Higgins. It's Higgins.
T. Higgins is 85.
Yeah, Higgins. Have Higgins hit like 6 yards, 5 yards, just collect that much each time. Maybe a slant route or just a nicely along the sidelines ball, something like that to really get you moving, to open up other wide receivers and just give Joe Burrow time is your best, is you're going to be the thing. Try to stop both Aaron Donald and Von Miller. It's kind of pretty much the same things for each team to block is going to be the same keys to win in this game.
Okay.
I mean, Oh, and the other key to win is make sure it comes down to the field goal Bengals and you send your kicker out and make sure he says we win the Super Bowl before he kicks it, because then you'll actually win.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that could work. Just imagine if you're watching the freaking Cincinnati.
They have to have a mic on that kicker.
Movie.
They have
Super
to have
Bowl
a kicker.
Movie, and it's 2 seconds left. Evan McPherson's guess we're winning the Super Bowl.
Walks out, kicks it. The best part is I would want him to kick it and just walk off. Just walk away from the ball. Nothing happened. He kicks the field goal, walks off the field, goes straight off the field. Doesn't care. Doesn't care that they won the Super Bowl. Just walks off. Doesn't celebrate. Just does it. It would be beautiful.
Okay, so
what is yours?
We're gonna go keys to victory here. Yeah. We're gonna go X factor from each team.
Ooh.
And then we're gonna go how we think the game's gonna go, predictions basically.
Yeah.
So my keys to victory for the Bengals: you got to dominate the line of scrimmage. You got to win the line of scrimmage battle. Okay. Offensive line: you got to at least do something against Aaron Donald and Von Miller,
or you're going to die.
Joe Burrow gets sacked 9. How many times did he get sacked
9
against
times
the Titans?
In the Tennessee Titans games? But you got to realize that it's Von Miller and Aaron Donald, and you boys better be ready.
You're gonna have to. If they rush 4, you can't double team both of those guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be you have to pick one to take off.
Von Miller is gonna be probably one-on-one most of the time, which means, you said, quick. 6-yard routes.
Quick 6 yards, out.
Because Joe Burrow's not going to have much time.
What's going to happen is if you can
get that nice, or you dominate the line of scrimmage in a way, quickly, because the run game, you try and get that run game going through. For the Rams, well, obviously, and defensive line, you got to get pressure on Stafford. I think
it's kind of tough with Stafford because he's very good under pressure, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
Stafford,
I think
because
both these QBs are good under pressure.
They're very good under pressure. I think Stafford's just a little bit more used to it. He's going to see someone coming at him, and I bet you he could throw that ball down the field like it's nothing. Somebody's rushing after him, they hit him, he's whatever, because he's been like that the whole time in Detroit. So
if the Bengals are going to win this game, it's because they were able to protect Joe Burrow enough.
Yeah, and allow Ja'Marr Chase to get open.
Yeah.
Like give them
basically,
or at least one of their wide
that's a
receivers to
matchup
get
I
open.
really am like hoping to see Jamar Chase and Jalen Ramsey. How we're gonna
Yeah.
see that? That's gonna be good.
Are we going to see a one-on-one or are we going to see a double team? That's going to be a good question, though.
I think we're gonna start out seeing a one-on-one,
Okay.
and
then
then
if it gets to a certain
adjustments might have
Yeah.
to be made depending on how the game goes.
Yeah.
But,
You
okay,
know,
so
yeah, you know what? That's a good thing because, I mean, will Jamar Chase dust Jalen Ramsey or will Jalen Ramsey prove to be the better cornerback and just totally do a great job and
that
just
should
pick
be
him off?
fun to see.
Yeah. I think that would be a 50-50 battle the whole
Better
entire
than
game.
Chiefs and Rams.
Oh, yeah. Chiefs and Rams.
So
Rams would have.
for the Rams, I'm gonna go with explosive plays.
Ooh.
Keys to victory. You gotta have some of those explosive
Yeah,
plays.
you're
To
not
Cooper
wrong.
Cup, OBJ. I think that's what's gonna.
So, like at
turn
the end of the
momentum.
Tampa
You're at
Bay
your
game.
home stadium. You're gonna have hopefully a lot of fans.
Yeah.
There, you know. So hopefully explosive plays, momentum shifters.
Yeah.
Get the crowd into it a little.
You really want like a lot of those last
for
plays
both
in the
teams.
Tampa
I
Bay
think
game.
it really boils down for both teams. I think it boils down to the turnover battle.
Yeah.
Turnovers are going to be huge.
And whoever gets that final kick.
Because I think both of these teams are going to be able to capitalize.
Yeah.
Or
whoever gets the final kick.
Honestly.
That's probably what it's going to come down to. Whoever gets the final kick is going to be the one to win it.
Probably.
I want to hear either one of those kickers walk out. We won the Super Bowl. Just walk, kick it, and be done.
What if it's like it's either going to be like an easy 20-yard chip shot,
or it's
going to be like 70 yards.
It's going to be like a 56
NFL record.
It's going to be a 63-yarder.
Left.
It's gonna
he
be
breaks Justin Tucker's record in the Super Bowl, and they win.
No. What would be best is it's a 70-yard field goal.
Then they'd have to wait. They'd have to make him Super Bowl MVP then, right?
Yeah. You would have to be if you make a 70-yard kick and beat the record.
What's Tucker's? Is his 69? 63. Okay, yeah. So you 65. Go 64, 65. Yeah, something like that, you know.
The Bengals kicker. Oh, what's his name?
Evan McPherson.
Evan McPherson goes out, 65-yarder. We're gonna win the Super Bowl. Kicks that 65-yarder, breaks the record, and just does this. The Sellies. Just hey, but before we get into the X
Ronaldo
factors,
gets a shout out.
Sue. Sue. Oh my god.
Ronaldo, that's me. That's what I do.
Ronaldo's just like my G. Oh, that would be funny. Did you hear football's actually going to be coming to Munich, I believe. They're getting into Germany now.
Oh, yeah, they're going to have a game in Munich each of the next 4 seasons, I think it's
I believe so.
I think.
Yeah.
They're trying
the
to
one
expand
main the one main factor is you're going to have to teach everybody how it goes, or not a lot of people are going to show up because they're going to be confused.
Football. Nine football.
No. But we have to pause it for a second because we were talking about defensive players like Von Miller and Aaron Donald. But I mean, Aaron Donald had like a cheat year last year to get the defensive player of the year, and TJ Watt took that personally and totally banged up the ratings. He went from boom. It wasn't even close. So let's give our good old tie sack record, TJ Watt, a go hand. Beautiful. What a beautiful. Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
He took that personally though. He's like, really? You want to do it? Okay, let me go tie the sack record real quick.
And he's like, he was like, this only gives me more motivation. Lamar Jackson is like, he's probably like shaking in his house when he hears that. Like,
no, this is what happened. Lamar Jackson before the season. You know what? This year is going to be my year. Goes versus the Steelers, season number 90. Well, let me just rethink that real quick. Tyler Huntley comes up. Oh yeah, I know why. Lamar Jackson was a little scared playing the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. But so getting into it, we said X factors. So what is your X factor for the game, madam? Who are your X factors?
So are we gonna do one offense, one defense for both team, or just one for each team?
I mean, I already know who I'm picking if we're doing one for each team, but
okay, yeah, I do too. I just want to know, like, because I can probably
we
get
can
some
do
on
both offense and defense.
You want me to do offense and defense?
Yeah, we'll do offense and defense.
Should we go team by team, like Bengals first?
Let's do Bengals first because that's probably the easier one.
Okay, so I do know who I'm picking.
Who's your offensive one, Adam?
For the Bengals, X factor, I'm gonna go Tyler Boyd. I think he's a sneaky guy who I think can get some chunk yardage in a Rams against the Rams team who might not be focusing on him too much, because if you're the Rams, you're like, we gotta stop Ja'Marr Chase. Oh my gosh, T. Higgins. Wait, Joe Burrow's passing it. Joe Mixon's running it. Wait, Tyler Boyd too? I think he can probably do something.
Slip right under.
And then defensive wise, it's Mike Hilton or Eli Apple. And I feel like I'm gonna go Eli Apple because he's got to guard Cooper Kupp, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah. Wait. Yeah. Eli Apple.
Okay. My offensive X factor, I think this is one is obvious, but I think Joe Burrow is going to be the key X factor in this. Not because
X factors.
I know, but I know how he. Hear me out. I think it's not the fact that he is known. He is known. He is the one that is the driving force behind the offense. But I think it's going to be
he's got to make a play.
Big plays that he's going to make. There's going to be some big plays that I think is going to decide the game. I personally think, because I mean, Tyler Boyd, X factor, could be like a sneaky one, but I'm thinking Joe Burrow is going to be half the one that might have to roll out of the pocket every so often and then throw like a 20-yard ball down to the field to hit like Higgins or Boyd on a run. And I think that's why I call my X factor there. And I'm going to agree with you on the defensive one,
Eli Apple.
Because, if he can shut down Cooper Kupp a little bit on some plays, that's going to be a big factor. It's going to shut down one of their biggest wide receivers and their biggest yard gainer. And I think that's just going to be what's going to be their X factor there.
So,
going on the Rams here.
Easy is defense. But maybe I'll go offense first. I'm going between Sony Michel or Cam Akers because I have no idea who has been doing most of the brunt force, and I feel like it's Sony Michel. So I'm gonna say that Sony Michel is the X factor for the Rams offense. He's their running back. I think you're focusing on Odell, Cooper Kupp. That run game, you're like, oh, who's the running back? You got Cam Akers, you got Sony Michel. I think Sony Michel can make some big plays.
Yeah,
get some chunk yardage every now and then. He can be a big factor in possession game. Defensive wise, I'm gonna go with the man who came out of retirement to go on a Super Bowl run, the signal caller, Eric Weddle.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Who wouldn't pick him? Okay, so my X factors for the game. This is a little tough on offense, I think, because you can lean towards multiple guys here. I could, you would think that Bengals are going to shut down OBJ, but you don't know because he could be coming up with some big X factor plays.
I was thinking about OBJ too, but
I'm kind of leaning towards him due to the fact that every so often you'll get that little out route that Stafford could just throw over and he could just go off. And I think that's why I'm leaning more towards him due to the fact that at any moment in the game he can do that, and that I think it's going to catch the defense of Bengals a little bit off guard with that, because that's when they need the most yardage. They'll put him on one of those routes, put a ball to him, he'll sit for that. He'll just get that first down. He'll do anything to get that first down.
Realistically, he could have like one or two touchdowns.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, it. I think I'm leaning towards him due to the fact that at any moment when you need him, he's going to get at least the good chunk of yardage that you're going to need. He's going to be there, like a nice little chuck into the end zone if you need. Nice little, maybe like a flick out wide, him there for a bubble screen or something like that, going right in the end zone. That's going to be OBJ for my X factor on offense. Defense, I think Weddle because of retirement, and just it's going to be him reading what like if he figures out how
he's kind of like their last line of defense. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he does have a pick, maybe not.
Yeah.
But he worked his way up from retirement to he got the green dot. He's the signal caller.
Yeah, seriously. And I think he, with his experience, he's gonna look at the offense and try to and figure out what kind of is working, and he's gonna like decide, okay, where do I need to be? And if he slides over to Ja'Marr Chase, shuts down Ja'Marr Chase, and then they can focus on the other dudes, all the other ones can focus on like Boyd and them. It's gonna cause some problems for Bengals, and I think that's what's really gonna decide it on defense there for Rams. It's gonna be who comes up big now.
Turnover battle, but we agree both on defense.
Defense
not so much on offense, but I can see yours. I mean,
it's very tough because a lot of like the key names is like,
because definitely for Rams I was going between OBJ and a running back.
If a running back does get going on the Rams, I don't see a lot of the defense really getting a foothold for Bengals, because if the run game starts, it starts to open up OBJ, Cooper Kupp. Now you're gonna have to focus on trying to get that, but then you also got to focus if they hit a run real quick. Crap, what are you gonna do
if the run game gets open and starts going? You're like,
now you gotta stop the run.
We have to stop Cooper Kupp, OBJ, and now
in the run game.
Start thinking about the run do
that. Like there's that. Like it's gonna be really tough on the Bengals defense,
and that's why I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yes, it's going to be a high-scoring game. It's I don't want to see it coming down like this, but if it comes down to a dang off overtime, I'm going to be so pissed. I'm going to be, and it's gonna, and you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna come down to a freaking coin toss. If it goes down to, it's gonna, and that's what's gonna spark conversation even more. Is when one team goes down and scores a touchdown to win the Super Bowl. That's when everybody's going to be pissed. Not because, and I think the problem is I think the 13 seconds run by Kansas City messed up the fact of that overtime due to the fact that they had those 13 seconds, and you think Buffalo can stop. But you also got to think there's all like 30 other points that was up on the board for the Kansas City Chiefs at the time, and they're dead. Like both defenses are just completely dead at that point. I mean, what can you do? You put it on man-to-man, and you have to keep up with Hill, and then you got to keep up with Kelsey. And that was just a big problem for the Bills. But it's also like if it does that in this game, it's going to be so much worse, because I don't think it's going to come down to 13 seconds in the fourth quarter. I think it's going to be like 2 minutes left, and they're just going to be shooting like back and forth those last 2 minutes. And if it comes down to overtime, it's going to be due to the fact that in those 2 minutes, they both just kept hammering each other.
Yep.
But we all know what it's going to do. It's going to come down to a dang field goal. I'm calling it right here. It's going to be a field goal that wins.
You want to go into our predictions? Just finish her off right here? This is
tough. Might as well finish it off. This is tough because I don't know which team to go with, because literally it's whoever gets the
on paper it seems lopsided.
Yeah, but
in one team's favor.
In my head,
but
it's like it's Joe Burrow. It's
gonna be close. Yeah,
it's Joe Burrow and Ja'Marr Chase and T. Higgins and Boyd. Like it could just happen. Like with the Bengals, it just happens. With the Rams, it just happens. Rams could turn over the ball 4 times and it still wouldn't matter. They could do that versus the GOAT and it still wouldn't matter. I mean, seriously, not like that happened earlier in the playoffs.
Oh, wait.
Hold on. Oh, God. Whew. Predictions. Oh, I got to actually decide now. Oh, how is this working out? This is tough for me because I want to say Bengals, but I'm leaning towards you flip-flop every second. It's like, I want to say Bengals, but then I want to say Rams, and then I want to say Bengals. I'm just gonna have to stick with it and say Rams are gonna win it.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that I don't really count out any team, but like I think it's gonna be super close. And I think it's gonna come down to a field goal in the last 4 seconds of the game.
4 seconds. Okay.
But it's gonna be like almost like a comeback thing for Bengals. And then last 4 seconds of the game, Rams hit a field goal.
Okay.
I think. But I can't.
Do we have a score prediction?
You know, I'm feeling almost like a nice 35 to 38 score. I'm feeling around there.
Okay.
It's gonna be in the 30s. I don't think they'll hit the 40s, but I think they will definitely hit the 30s at one point. It's gonna get into the 30s. So that's mine. It's so tough, this one. I couldn't care less even if I was wrong. Like this is probably the best Super Bowl in the past couple years due to the fact that you don't care who wins. You just don't care. You wouldn't mind seeing Joe Burrow win. You wouldn't mind seeing Stafford win.
Yeah.
I'm leaning a little more towards Stafford due to the fact that he came from Detroit and he needs a chance to prove himself at this point because he needs a Super Bowl to be considered great now. Like it needs to happen for him to be considered for that like Hall of Fame talk, to be honest. Not saying that he's, and I think you just see the little mark he left on Detroit. You see how good he actually was. And then he comes to an actual team that has actual weapons. Look what he can do. Like, imagine if he had that.
Just imagine Detroit fans right now.
They're kind of actually happy for Stafford at this point.
Yeah,
they're probably rooting for Stafford. They're like, let's go Rams.
Why can't we have happiness?
I know, seriously. And the thing is that I saw this TikTok and it kind of made me sad because I was like, yeah, because it was Megatron. It was about Megatron. And it was like, this dude deserves Super Bowl as it shows Stafford, but this man did too. And it was Megatron. I was like, crap, man. I was like, those were the years of Detroit when it was imagine Megatron, OBJ, and Cooper Kupp. Megatron comes out of retirement for the Super Bowl.
I wish
it would be done. It would be done.
Yeah.
It would be done. That would be just the end of all ends.
Imagine they do that and then they lose. That would be so tragic.
That would be the curse of Detroit. But you just gotta. I think. I mean, at this point, even if Stafford loses this game, you have to respect the man. He has so much talent. He is that good. But on the other hand,
even
you got to respect Joe Burrow.
The league in interceptions, which I didn't even realize until today.
See, the thing is, he leads the league in interceptions because who did he have to throw through after Megatron left? And like, did they even give him time in Detroit? If you think about it.
No, like, that's this season.
Oh, this season. Well, it doesn't matter. He's just.
I was like, really?
Really? Well, then again, they led Tampa Bay in freaking turnovers, but they still somehow made it happen. So, I mean, to be honest, give Stafford a good team. It doesn't matter if he's throwing picks or anything; they'll still win a game. Yeah, but it's. I feel like it's Joe Burrow's going to give a chance to prove that his knee injuries not really affecting him in this one. He can come back even stronger, win one. But then it's like also Stafford even leading the league in interceptions. He's like, hey, I was missing out on this. Now I get it. So it doesn't really matter to me who wins. I will be happy for either team. I just want to see a good game. A good game in the Super Bowl. But leaning towards the Rams a bit more just due to the fact that I think if they can get one factor and another just to click into place, like a running game to click into place, it's kind of over. That's what I think. It's going to be over if they get the running game in. Yeah. I'm not saying that it's not going to be close, but I have a feeling it'll lean more towards them if that happens.
So you went 38-35.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Rams as well. I'm going to say 31-27.
Ooh.
I'm going to say it's 27-24. Couple minutes left. The Rams are going to score a touchdown with 24 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be
Cooper Cup. Stafford to Cooper Cup down a long wind on
for
the right
winning
side.
touchdown.
Imagine it's the right side corner. He nails him in the end zone
for
like a 70-yard pass. Just boom. No. What you got to happen?
Shades of San Antonio Holmes here.
No. What you got to have happen?
Last Super Bowl. It's his last game, I believe, with NBC.
Rookie season. OBJ shows up for the final time. 3-fingered catch in the end zone for the win. Okay. It would put him on top of the world again.
Oh my gosh.
That would just be great. And then it would be like, Baker Mayfield, what do you do now?
That would be such a big FU to Cleveland too. I mean,
that's what I want to happen now. I want it to happen now. Just 3-fingered catches.
Cleveland is like, where has that been for the last?
Then they watch film and they're like, Baker Mayfield, you're out of here. Baker Mayfield's better at making commercials than he is at playing football.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Detroit, I think you should trade for Baker Mayfield.
I
mean, to be honest, they would have a little bit better than Goff.
Think Mayfield's better than Goff?
By like maybe 2%.
I don't know. I think you stick Mayfield on the Lions and they go 0-17 this year.
It'll be like oh my god, that would be funny. That would be funny. It would be like, and the Cleveland Browns look at the Lions and they're like, flashbacks. My brain.
Just imagine the Lions are like, let's trade Jared Goff away next season's Super Bowl.
So what happens is they actually build an offensive line, some wide receivers, and a defense, and then decide, there is a guy that we could get that might take us to a Super Bowl. Trade back for Stafford. Stafford takes him to a Super Bowl. Stafford goes back to Detroit, wins a Super Bowl with Detroit. That would be when he should just retire after 2 Super Bowls straight.
Right there.
Go back to Detroit, win a Super Bowl, leave, be done. Like that would be epic. I would actually want to see if Stanford stayed there, I wouldn't want to see how good they would have been because of the new coach. I actually wouldn't wanted to see him with the new coach, to be honest.
Yeah, that would be
I
want to see him with Dan Campbell.
Yeah, but also we want him to win it with the Rams. Who doesn't?
We want him. He needs the win.
He needs this win. I'm sorry, Joe Burrow.
He's in his second season.
Yeah, and I have all the respect to Joe Burrow. He can go and win it, but I just think give the man his Super Bowl. It's Stafford's time. You can have your time next year if you want. You can have your time next year, but give it to Stafford, please. We would appreciate that.
We would.
It would be beautiful. It would be a beautiful cherry on top to his season.
Here comes Joe Burrow coming out to the Super Bowl with a cigar. That's how you know the Bengals are going to win.
Oh my God. Imagine he's on the sideline.
They're down at halftime.
Joe Burrow comes out of the locker room smoking a cigar. You know it's it. You know that it's it. But then you also see Stafford coming out the LA Rams a locker room at halftime. They might be down 3, and you see Cooper Kupp and OBJ by him, and they're just walking in tandem walking towards a thing. You're just like, oh no.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I can't. I just can't wait for the Super Bowl, to be honest. Commercial and a good game this year. And hold on.
Biggest question of the day. What pizza are we getting?
Ooh, for this.
I go Pizza Hut all day.
Here's my thing. I don't mind my Jim and Nina's there, but if I
local option for all of this.
Local option for us. Jim and Nina's pretty good pizza. But the thing is what we like to do in our household.
Shout out to Jim and Nina.
Yeah, Jim and Nina. But what we like to do, we get the tin foil out on the counter.
Okay.
Get the Tostitos, some meat, some either deer meat and some regular meat. Put it
Wait,
onto
did
that.
you just say deer meat?
Yeah, I shot a deer, so we're using deer meat. We're testing it out this year, but we're gonna put some hot jalapenos, some sour cream, some salsa all on top of that. Make some cheesy nachos. Throw that into the oven. Throw like we got 4 each one, probably about this big. Get some nachos going, and we'll be ready for the Super Bowl. And then wings on the side. Come on,
Okay.
come on. I'll literally Instagram when I have the nachos. I will take a picture of the nachos and wings and post
Everybody
it on
follow
Instagram.
the Steeman
17
the Steeman 17 on Instagram.
On Instagram, and you will see the nachos.
Maybe we get a TikTok of it too.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Well, but yep. Game day. It's coming up, boys. Getting a little into it.
I am excited.
This is the first time I think I've been excited for a Super Bowl in a while.
Well, I mean, considering how we were excited for the Puppy Bowl last year, I mean,
yeah.
Team Fluff all the way.
Team Fluff, let's go.
Team Rough, you're going down.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to put your prediction in the comments, and make sure Super Bowl predictions. Come on, put your even put your keys to victory. Come on, X factors. Put it all down there.
Yeah.
Talk to us. We'll respond.
What do you think?
Who do you think? We will see you in the next time. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on all of our socials. We will see you in the next one.
Peace out.
Peace out.